Thank you, Les Ceann Comhairle. Ceann Comhairle, the post office sector is a vital piece of infrastructure to many rural and regional communities. Almost 950 post offices exist right throughout Ireland. Unfortunately, this number is decreasing. The sector has seen significant cuts over the last number of years, with the closure of hundreds of post offices, most of which were located in small rural communities. County Wexford has 52 post offices. Unfortunately, this number is getting smaller. They serve all types of communities, from the larger ones in our main towns such as Bunclody, Gorey, Enniscorthy, Wexford and New Ross, to small family-run outlets in small villages such as Rosslare, Ramsgrange, Featherdown, Wellington Bridge, Folks Mills and Campile. The post offices provide vital services to hundreds of communities. The post office is under further threat at this moment in time due to the COVID-19 restrictions imposed by government. Transactions within the post office network are down by 25%. This motion calls on Dáil Éireann to recognise this and the significant challenges facing the post office network. I have described the network as being under threat. With the wrong actions, a threat can become a weakness, but with the correct actions, every threat can be turned into an opportunity or a strength. The right action, Ceann Comhairle, is for the government to ensure the sustainability of the post office network, to ensure a PSO is provided. This may involve emergency investment, but even more importantly requires the role of the post office to be expanded to allow the network greater opportunities to sustain itself. When talking about the post office network, it is also important to recognise the knock-on benefits that a post office has for the local community. The Grant Thornton report argues that the post office network remains a highly valuable national asset which contributes far more to the economy than the cost of the public service obligation. They estimate that protection and expansion of the network would result in an estimated social value for Ireland of between 344 million and 776 million. This social value can be seen when someone travels to their local post office to do something and decides to call into a local shop while they're there. It could be a butcher, a baker, a cafe, a clothes shop, a shoe shop or a sports shop. Post offices help bring economic activity to an area. To begin, they need a PSO to get them back on track and ensure their survival. They need opportunities to develop. They need to provide as many useful services for people in local communities as they possibly can. They need to be seen as the go-to for people to engage with state services. That is why we are calling for three things in the motion. The first is for the government to designate Post Office Network as the offline gateway of choice for citizens. Many people find online services totally alien and need an alternative. Every form which needs to be completed, such as driver licence or passport applications, should be available as a matter of course in every post office. In all cases, the postmistress or master is there to help complete these forms. The motion also calls to commence the provision of offline government services with the availability of motor tax renewal through the post office network. Many rural residents would need to drive for miles to their motor tax office. Let's save the carbon and drive the few miles to the local post office instead. The third thing this motion does, it gives recognition to the existing post office network as both a rural economic lifeline service and a locus for future development of the financial services outside of the existing bank framework. The post office network is ideally placed in order to be available to provide an alternative in this market. Les Ceann Comhairle, I hope all the deputies on all sides of the House will support this motion to protect and future-proof our post office network. Thank you.